We're once again at the Mission Church this week as part of our Inside Out series. This is our second week visiting with Tim Stauffer and Michael Brown, the co-pastors of the Mission Church. Last week, we learned a little bit about their history, being born in the rescue mission and doing incredible work in the heart of Fort Wayne, and they're still doing it now, almost 70 years after the church was born on Cass Street. Tim, you were telling us last week that, in particular, kids and families, that is really a focus of what you're doing here at the Mission Church.
Yes, and that's always going to be our key or our focus or our primary objective is to try to work with young people. Usually we try to get them when they're before the 5th grade. And if we can just kind of bend the path that they're on and get them into, especially help them get through school, we do that by tutoring them or helping them find a tutor or getting involved in their life in a lot of different ways so that we can always be encouraging and always trying to lift them out of that poverty.
And you're seeing a lot of kids that are born into brokenness, a lot of families that are fractured.
Yeah, pretty much all of the inner city kids are in a broken home. Almost never is there a strong positive male role model. It's very matriarchal family units that are in the inner city, and for some reason, and you'll find, especially for Michael and I, that the young people, when they first come here, it's real hard for them to be friends with us because they don't trust men. They've been taught that you know, their trust should be with their mom or their grandma or an aunt or someone like that who they live with. They usually don't use last names because there are several last names in the household, and that's not important. What's important is their first name. And so we've tried to focus on kids. I would say of all of the kids that have come and gone and all of the things that we've been able to do with young people, to be able to say that we have somewhere around 20 who are either in college or have graduated from college in the years that we've been here. That's probably the one thing that we've really seen have an effect, because then they get jobs, they become productive. And you say 20, that's not very many. It's not, but I gotta tell you, that's a lot of work to get them kind of one at a time.
Michael, we know you're a church. We know you have a service Sunday morning. Tell us what that looks like, and then some of the other things that you guys do specifically to reach out to this community throughout the week.
We open the doors at 8:30 on Sunday morning, and we serve a breakfast. We want to assure that some of the kids get meals on the weekend. Our service is at 9:30. It looks fairly what you would expect. We have music. We spend a lot of time in prayer. We have a message, and then the kids are taken out at some point for their own special programming. During the week, we try to meet people where they're at with very, very practical needs. We have a laundry room, a free laundry facility for people to use. I run Heart of the City Bicycles, which is the bike shop for the homeless community in Fort Wayne, and that is gives the opportunity for people to earn a bike as well as get repairs done. And we have people who earn a bike do various projects throughout the community to do that. We teach music lessons here. We have a variety of things where we take food into the trailer parks during the week. Wide variety of things, just trying to meet people where their needs are at.
So a lot of great programs. What is a good way for someone at Blackhawk? There might be a couple or a family right now thinking, boy, I'd love to get plugged in. I'd love to come alongside and do ministry with the Mission Church. What is a good way for them to get plugged in?
Well, let's jump to the bike shop. I need somebody on a Friday morning who's willing to give 3 hours of their time to coordinate our Earn a Bike projects. They don't need to know anything about bicycles, but we need somebody who would say, yeah, I'll take these guys who want to do something productive for their bike, and we'll take them over to rake someone's yard, or whatever the project may be. I'd love somebody to do that. The aforementioned laundry room. It's kind of gotten away from us. It's kind of become its own culture. I'd like a couple or some individuals to go in there and to claim it as their own and to build relationships. Maybe bring a sewing machine and repair some things and teach people how to sew.
Wow. Some great and practical ways for all of us to jump in, come alongside, and help people here in our own city. There's information on the screen right now for you to reach out and connect with the Mission Church and see how you can come along and help someone here in Fort Wayne. Michael, Tim, we really appreciate your time. Thanks so much for telling us more about the Mission Church over these last couple of weeks and helping us all to see how we can do church a little more inside out.